the parents have called in and advised that the mother had went for a walk, came home, now they can't find her. They've been yelling for her. She's been gone for about 10 minutes now.
Hello and welcome to True Crime Rocket Science, the most authentic voice in true crime. On day 69 since Summer Wells disappeared, it looks like her father Don has a date with Hawkins County. Now, if any of you caught Don's interview last night on Voices Behind the Wall, you may have picked up the fact that Don has said that he is going to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office today. I believe he mentioned it twice. In fact, he said the case seems like it's at a standstill and he's not heard anything from law enforcement or the TBI for some time. Is something up? Have we reached some kind of turning point, some sort of milestone in terms of the investigation? Before we get to this episode, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do like, share, leave a comment, and let's get started. So last night, as usual, Don dropped some shockers about weird muffled screams that have haunted the neighbor. I'll be discussing Don's statements in depth later today, probably with Stephanie in a special live stream. More details on that later. So one of the things I did notice in his interview last night was that Don seemed to have cleaned up his act. He appeared quite polished. He was clean shaven. He seems to have had a haircut. The sides of his head appeared to be freshly shaved. And I wonder if this change in his appearance has got anything to do with his appointment tomorrow, his trip to the sheriff's office. The fact that he's talking about it on a weekend, first of all, he seems to know that he's going there, and I wonder whether he was asked to come in there. In other words, I wonder whether he was asked to come in prior to the weekend, and whether Don is making this visit, or whether Don is making this visit out of his own. If it's coming from him, that he's just decided that he would like to talk to them. What do you guys think? I mean, is it possible that Don has been summoned to the cop shop? It's been 69 days. Things have slowed down and the information has gotten less and less after quite a burst of information. Have the powers that be decided, well, that's enough time? What do you guys think? If you've watched the interview that he gave, I thought Don looked quite somber, quite withdrawn. The way that he started it, he sounded, there was a lot more resignation from him and kind of a weariness. He said a couple of times, he doesn't have a clue what is going on, but there seemed to be something, some sort of, he seemed a little bit deflated. Now, it's difficult to say whether that had anything to do with the interview that took place immediately prior to this on the interview room, which was, I don't think it sort of cast some shade onto Don, and one wonders whether that affected him in terms of this interview, or whether it was something else, whether it was this date with Destiny later today. So I am going to be dealing with the latest whoppers from Don's latest whoppers in a live stream later today. We'll be doing kind of statement analysis. I've taken quite a few notes, and so Stephanie, and we're going to just highlight some of the things that stood out. Something that I thought was quite interesting was he started the interview with a pair of glasses sort of perched on the top of his head. And I think by the end of that interview, it was obvious what they were there for. But I'll be talking to you guys a little bit more about that a little bit later today. So I would be interested to hear what you guys think. Do you think that Don wants to go to the sheriff's office, or do you think he has been summoned? I guess we'll know later today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.